How's it going, everybody? It's Flame, and we are back with another FPL video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the best captaincy choices for double game week 26. This is the one we've all been waiting for. So there's going to be no differential captain this week. It's going to be 5 captains that I think are the best this week, and there's a lot to choose from, a lot of good fixtures to kind of pick apart, and that's basically what we're going to be looking at for the 5 captaincy choice that we have for you this week. If you are enjoying the videos, make sure to leave a like on the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new, and turn those notification bells on so that you can get the content as soon as it is readily available, and drop us a follow over on Twitter so you can keep up to date with all the things that we're posting on there, whether it be streams, whether it be new videos, whether it be just random content that relates to FPL. I've been a bit more active on that in recent weeks. And speaking of streams, we will be doing a Game Week preview stream over tomorrow on Twitch, so make sure to drop us a follow over there as well, so you can see when we go live. It'll be 7 p.m. EST start time for the preview for double game week 26, and we will be doing a deadline stream over on Twitch as well. So without further ado, let's see what captaincy options we have lined up for you this week. So the first captain that we've gone with is Harry Kane. We've been looking at these fixtures for several weeks now, eyeing up the fact that Spurs will be playing Burnley and could potentially have been playing Fulham as well, which he will be playing both of them in game week 26. We know Harry Kane is a sure starter, 90 minutes in both games assuming he is fit, and he won't play in Europa League, or shouldn't play in Europa League, as they pretty much have the ties sewn up. They won the first leg 4-1, so they should be quite safe from getting knocked out of that competition. So you can rest Harry Kane in that, and he can definitely come in and play 2 games back-to-back in the Premier League, because Spurs need to start picking up some points if they want to make a surge into the top 6 and then ultimately into the top 4. But this season's return for Harry Kane has been so good: 155 points, 13 goals, 11 assists, blanked in the last game week, but did look a lot better when Gareth Bale was on the pitch. Allowed him to play a bit more centrally, allowed Bale to kind of do more of a creativity, style of role, which, not as much of the burden was on Harry Kane, and that could mean more shots inside the box, more potential chances for Kane to do what he does best, which is score goals. So I personally think that Kane is definitely a better captaincy option for both fixtures, Burnley and Fulham, than Son, mainly because Burnley's going to pretty much, they'll press a little bit, but mostly going to park the bus, and they're going to pretty much stay in front of their own goal and hope that you can do something magical. So you have to kind of work the ball in quickly, maybe some, darting runs in the box wins a penalty for Kane, which he is on. And then Fulham as well will be a bit more, kind of attacking, so Kane can still get some more of the assist potential, but he will also be able to kind of break the back line, because Fulham, after maybe they kind of rush out a little bit, maybe try to nick a goal early. If that doesn't happen, then they'll probably sit back deep. But I like Kane. I think he's probably the front runner out of all the captaincy options for double game week 26. Now, probably the next best option is the man at the top of the points tally this season. It's Bruno Fernandes. I personally don't have him in my team, and I'm a United fan, so you'd probably be thinking, what am I not doing right? What am I thinking? Why would I take him out of my team? And it was mainly because I wanted to spread the cash around a little bit better, which kind of worked. But then he got a double-digit haul. He got 12 points in game week 25. And 2 away fixtures. Fernandes typically is a lot better away from home than he is at home. And United have been a lot better away from home than they have been at home this season. And they have 2 away fixtures. Chelsea away, Crystal Palace away. Now, Crystal Palace are coming off a win versus Brighton, a very late winner. Mind you, they don't really pose that much of a threat, and Palace have conceded very large totals of goals versus teams this season, most notably the 7-0 that they conceded to the likes of Liverpool, who went on to have a pretty bad run of form. So imagine an on-form Fernandes against them could do quite well against them, and United will probably want to get back the loss that they suffered at the beginning of the season to Palace in the first game week that they played. As for Chelsea, they've been looking a lot better defensively, so it might be a little bit more difficult, and maybe that's kind of a 0-0 drawn-out game. But United are definitely going to try to see if they can nick something there as well. But Fernandes, again, on penalties as well, just doesn't miss them at all, and that's attributed to his 15 goals this season, 12 assists as well, although his assist in the last game was quite lucky, he was intending to try to get something on the ball. But again, Fernandes is the talisman of the team. Again, another player on penalties, 2 away fixtures. What's not to like about those? If you don't have Kane, I would say he's probably the next best option. It's getting to the point now where Fernandes is just kind of just stick the armband on him and just let him go. let him do what he wants, because he's just going to get you points. And I'm kind of worried about him in this double game week. I'm going to be looking to get him back after these double game weeks have finished, after game week 27, to bring him back in as part of getting rid of the Spurs assets, because after the double game weeks, I don't really want them, and I have to free hit for the game week 29. But yeah, Fernandes is probably up very close to the likes of Kane, and is probably another major front runner for the captaincy this game week. I think the third best captaincy option this week is actually Jamie Vardy. He comes in at 10.1 million, 12 goals, 9 assists this season, so pretty good return for him thus far. He's very low owned, or a lot more lower owned than I thought he was. I thought he was in the 20-25 bracket. Only 18.6%, got himself another assist in game week 25. Now with James Maddison out, that could be a bit of an issue, and the fact that he has Europe in midweek, which they have to go and win the game, because of the fact that it was a no draw. So they have to go and get something there in order to sew up that tie. And he's probably going to play in that game. Maybe they play Iheanacho, but I think Vardy's going to play. And him playing, back-to-back game weeks with his, his age, he's 34 now, and his, recent injury record could be a bit of a problem. So probably say a wait and see in terms of transferring him in. But if he is raring and available to go, Arsenal at home, Burnley away, he likes a goal versus the so-called big six teams, and especially versus Arsenal. And then Burnley as well, a team that is not very good at defending space and behind when they do like to press. And Leicester are a team that are going to be able to play the ball out quite easily. Obviously without Maddison, their creativity goes down, but with the pace of Barnes and Vardy, they can't really deal with it, and Arsenal probably won't be able to deal with it either in those quick transitions. And Vardy's the type of player that literally, if you take your eye off him for less than 90 minutes, he's going to find one chance and it's going to go in the back of the net. He's also on penalties as well. He's taken quite a few of them this season as well, and done quite well with them. So I think Vardy's definitely going to be in a lot of people's teams, and I expect his ownership to go up to around that 25% mark. And I can see him definitely getting on the score sheet and be a very good captaincy option this game week. Now, fourth on the list is probably someone you didn't expect, and someone who has just recently come back from injury, and someone who I probably won't have in my team, because I'm looking to have Kane, Vardy, and Watkins as my front line. And that's Dominic CalvertLewin, 7.6 million. He has 13 goals, 6 assists this season, and he has 2 very good fixtures as well. Southampton at home, West Brom away. West Brom are not great defensively. He came on and got an assist for getting taken down for the penalty versus Liverpool. So him coming back from injury, giving his team that boost, he's definitely somebody who can definitely score goals versus these lower opposition. Southampton haven't been in great form, and West Brom are potentially going to get relegated this season. So CalvertLewin, 7.6 million, looks to be a great bargain. It's a shame that he's not on penalties, because it seems like Sigurdsson is the one that will take penalties if he's on the pitch. But if he's not, then I think it's Richarlison. Although they haven't had a situation where Calvert-Lewin's been on the pitch, Richarlison's been on the pitch, and Sigurdsson hasn't been, to see who would take the penalty. Everton haven't got very many penalties this season at all. The first penalty they ever took was Richarlison, because Sigurdsson wasn't on the pitch, and I think that was because Richarlison hadn't scored. But it'd be interesting to see what that situation would be. Maybe it's James Rodriguez, but we don't know as of yet, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. But Calvert-Lewin looks like a pretty good budget pick, and it's probably the 4th strongest captain, in my opinion, this game week. Now, to round out the captaincy options this game week, number 5 comes Mohamed Salah, and that's mainly due to the fact that I think both teams that he's going to be playing against in Sheffield United and Chelsea are going to be quite tough. Sheffield United is at Bramall Lane, so not the greatest fixture overall for him. And then at home, Chelsea, a team that's been in good form. He has still been posting good stats in terms of, big chances and getting inside the box and whatnot. 17 goals, 4 assists to his name, but Liverpool at the moment, they just don't convince me, and that 2-0 defeat to Everton just showed that if a team just kind of sits back and frustrates Liverpool, they can't really do anything. And unfortunately, with Henderson out now, they no longer have that energy, even if they wanted to put it in midfield. Jota's still a week or 2 away. Keita's only just coming back. Thiago really hasn't worked out for them, and they can't really do that press that they would normally do. And the front 3 just aren't getting or creating the chances that they normally would had they had Van Dijk, had they had Henderson in the team and playing in the proper positions to where they can apply that press, win the ball higher up the pitch, have the ball in behind, and create those goal-scoring opportunities. But I think he still could potentially get a return. Is it the monster hole you would like in a double game week? Probably not. I think Chelsea could definitely get something out of the game, and I think Sheffield United is a type of team that is frustrating Liverpool currently at the moment, where you just kind of sit in 2 banks of 4, or in this case, going to be a bank of 5, a bank of 4, and then one striker, like kind of maybe sitting around the halfway line. They're going to be active and raring to go. If Sheffield United nick a goal early on, that could pose immense problems for Liverpool. So I think Salah's way down on the pecking order in terms of captaincy this game week. But I think if you do have the Egyptian, there's definitely signs to show that he could potentially nick a goal in this game week. And that's going to do it for our Game Week 26, Double Game Week 26 captaincy picks. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. It greatly helps out the channel, and turn those notification bells on so you can get the content as soon as it is readily available. And drop us a follow over on Twitter so that you can keep up to date with all the different posts and stuff going on our social media platforms, as well as give us a follow over on Twitch. That's where we do our FPL live streams, which we will be doing one tomorrow for the Game Week 26 preview. That's going to be 7 p.m. EST on the same day that Leeds play Southampton, so make sure to check that out. There'll be a pinned comment down below to let you know exactly the time and the link for the Twitch. It's PileFM226 on all platforms. Links are also in the description below as well. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, take care.